I'm Zach, and this is a Couple Games YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you my favorite game, Marvel Champions, and do a playthrough of it. Alright, hopefully you can see it pretty well. I've had to fiddle with the camera a little bit, but this is Marvel Champions. I've set up the scenario called Rhino, which scenarios are basically just villains, and every scenario has at least one villain and a main scheme or multiple main schemes. Now, this on each main scheme, it tells you how to set up the game. It tells you to use Rhino. Use Rhino 2 and 3 if you're doing expert, 1 and 2 if you're doing standard. Put the standard and all Rhino cards into the encounter deck, and one modular encounter set. They recommend Bomb Scare, and that's the one I put in there. And then it says advance to the next stage. So that just means flip the card. And it says, if this stage is complete, the players lose the game. So Rhino's trying to smash through a facility and steal a shipment of vibranium. You must stop him. So what we have here is, this is the main scheme. If every round we're going to add threat to it, and if it reaches 7 per player, which there's only one of me, so if it reaches 7, we lose. So I'm playing as Peter Parker, and I'm fighting against Rhino, and I'm going to try to explain the game kind of as I play it, so it might take a little longer, but shouldn't be longer than 15 minutes. So here we go. Rhino starts with 14 health per player. I have a hand size of 6, so I'm going to draw 6 cards from my hand. Alright, and then we're going to get started. Now, the way the game works is every card has a cost to it. The way you pay for the cost is you discard resources from your hand in order to pay. So this would cost 4, this would cost 1, so I would have to discard 1 card in order to play that. So let's see what we have here. We are going to use, all the heroes have special abilities, so Peter Parker lets us generate a resource. So we're going to use that resource to build our web shooters. So web shooters, they just give us an extra resource, so it's 3 resources we can use later in the game. We're going to flip into Spider-Man. Now we win the game by defeating Rhino 2 times, stage 1 and stage 2. So here we go. We are going to play, we're going to exhaust our web shooter to play sneak attack, and we're going to sneak Goliath into play. Now it says Goliath can get +4 attack until the end of the phase, but at the end of that phase, we're going to discard him. Alright, and then we're also going to play White Tiger. So we have 2 resources on this card and 1 here, so that's how we're paying for that. So now we are going to use his ability. So he's going to get +4 attack. We're going to exhaust him, and he's going to deal 1 + 4 to Rhino. So 5 damage. Alright, now he has 2 little stars under here, so he's going to take 2 damage. Oh, I forgot to do this. After you play White Tiger, draw X cards, where X is the villain's stage number, so we get to draw a card. It's not very helpful for us right now. Alright, she's going to attack for 2. 1, 2, and she's going to take a damage, which you can see there. Now, I'm also going to attack for 2. Now notice I don't have any stars underneath my attack, so I don't take any damage for that. Alright, so now that would be the end of my turn. You ready up all your cards that you used. You can discard any cards you don't want to keep because you're going to draw up to your hand size at the end. Now, Goliath's ability makes him leave play after we used that double attack, and then I would draw up to my hand size. Okay, now on Rhino's turn, he's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme, because that's what his card says, 1 per player, and then he's going to attack us. So when he attacks us, he's going to attack us for 2 damage plus a boost card. So we're just going to flip this card over, but before we get to do that, I have to decide if I want to defend or not. Now Spider-Man has an ability that's neat. It says whenever the villain initiates an attack against you, draw 1 card. So we can kind of decide if we want to block this attack. You know what? I think we will. We're going to exhaust to defend. So he's attacking for 2. I'm blocking for 3, but he also gets a boost card. So 2 plus. We look at the stars at the bottom. We don't look at anything else at this card, just the bottom right corner, and he gets plus 2 to that. So it's 2 plus 2 is 4, minus 3 is 1. So I'm going to take 1 damage. Now I could have thrown White Tiger in front of that, but I'm going to hold on to her for a little bit. All right, now the last part of Rhino's turn is he deals us an encounter card. We're going to flip it. Oh, look at that. It says Rhino attacks, and if you're attacked, or if you're damaged, you're stunned. So we still get to use our spider sense. We're going to draw a card. All right, now I think we're going to throw White Tiger in front of this attack. So he's attacking for 2, plus 2 is 4. So she would take 4 damage. She can only sustain 2, so she gone. All right, so now we're exhausted, but we have things we can do here. We are going to use one of our web shooters to play our other web shooter. We're going to, we got some big moves here. We're going to use a web shooter to sneak attack Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel into play, excuse me. And it says after Captain Marvel enters play, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. And then for each printed lightning resource, which we discarded none, we would deal damage. So that's okay. We're then going to discard 2 cards to play Command Team, which is going to give us the ability to ready our hero, or our allies. So we're going to hit Rhino for 3. 1, 2, 3. She's going to take 2 damage, and she can hold 4. Now, I could exhaust this to ready her up and attack again, but I'm going to play this Go Down Swing, which is going to make her leave play, but I get to deal damage equal to her cost, which is 5. So might have been a little overkill, but not too bad. So we defeated Rhino. He went down to 0. So now we go to Rhino Stage 2. So in Rhino Stage 2, he has 15 health, and he has an ability that says, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Breaking and Taken and put it into play. Then shuffle the deck. So Breaking and Taken, it says when revealed, place an additional threat per player on the scheme. So it comes in with 2 plus 1. Now what this is a side scheme, and basically Rhino is breaking things and taking them. So if I don't take care of this, remove all the threat, then I'm going to get dealt an extra bad card every round, which is not good. Which is going to happen because I'm exhausted. I don't have any cards to play. So we're going to ready up. We're going to draw our 5 cards. And it's Rhino's turn. So he's going to put 1 threat on the scheme. Now I'm playing with some upgrade tokens, that's why I can flip them. The tokens that come with the base game are very good though. Alright, he's going to attack me for 3 now, so he has a little higher attack. So my Spider Sense is going to trigger. I'm going to draw a card. And we are going to exhaust to defend. So he's hitting me for 3, but I'm blocking for 3, but he gets a boost of 2. So I'm going to take 2 damage. 1, 2. I'm down to 7 health. And then I get dealt 2 encounter cards. And these are the ones I'll read the text. So we have a minion. It's a Hydra Mercenary, and he has guard. So I can't attack Rhino until I take care of that minion. Oh no. And this is called Shadows of the Past. So every hero has a nemesis that you set aside before the game starts. And there's only 1 card in the deck that'll bring it out. And I drew him. So Vulture comes in with a side scheme, and then the rest of his cards get shuffled into the deck. Now Vulture has a ability called Quick Strike, and it just says he's going to attack me as soon as he comes into play. So I can't defend, so I'm just going to take 3 damage. So I'm down to 4 health. And now we got Highway Robbery. It says each player places a random card from their hand here. Okay, and then when defeated, I get the card back. So it's a random card. That's not good. I'm just going to do this one, and it's Black Cat. So Black Cat is down there. Can't play her this round. All right. This is not good. Let's see. We're gonna do Spider Shooter to get plus 2 more cards. To get Nick Fury into play. So Nick says after he enters play, I can remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage to an enemy. It's tempting to just take Vulture out, but we're going to draw 3 cards. Okay. Nick is going to attack the guard. So he's going to put 2 damage on the guard, but he takes 1. I'm going to exhaust Command Team to ready Nick. He's going to take out that guard. So now he has 2 damage. And then we are going to allow Nicholas Fury. Oh, this scheme should have 3 threat on it. We're going to let Nick Fury go down swinging. Is that what I want to do? Nah. This is what we're going to do. We're going to discard a Get Ready to play a Spider Tracer on Vulture. And then we're going to go down swinging on Nick Fury, which means I get to deal 4 damage to an enemy. I'm going to deal it to Vulture. And I get to take out one of these cards here. I think I'm going to take out the Highway Robbery so I can get Black Cat back to my hand, because I can play her and I can attack for 1. Now Black Cat's really cool because she doesn't have that star that would deal damage back to her. So now it says after she enters play, I discard 2 cards from my deck. Anything that had a science resource I would draw, but alas, there were none. Okay, so now we have 4 health. Rhino is 14. Here we go. Okay, so he's going to add some more threat to his scheme. He's trying to break in. He's going to attack me for 3. I'm going to draw a card, and I'm going to let it come through, and I'll tell you why in a second. So 3 plus 1 is 4. We would die, but we're going to backflip, which says when you would take any amount of damage, prevent all that damage. So he does not hurt us, and we get 2 encounter cards. The first one says Rhino heals 4 damage. Okay, he just gets 1 because he can't go above his max health. And we get another guard. Lovely. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and attack the guard. Put 1, then we'll attack him again to get rid of him. We're going to... What are we going to do? I think we might put Falcon into play. I'm going to pay... that many cards, plus our 3 cards plus our web shooter. Okay, so Falcon says, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each treachery revealed this way, remove 1 threat from the scheme. Ooh, man. So we got 2 treacheries. Let's go ahead and remove 2 from here. We're going to exhaust and thwart this scheme here using our thwart power here. And we're going to ready up using Command Team and finish off this right there. So no more extra cards for Rhino. Alright. Now, Falcon only has 1 health left. We're holding on to 1 card. Whoop. Okay. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Okay. Threat goes up by 1. He's attacking us for 3. Plus a boost. I get to draw a card. We're going to block. So 3 plus 0 is 3. And then we get a bad card. Stun your hero. If Vulture's in play, something happens, but he's not. So stun means when I would attack, I can't. That's lame. Okay. We are going to... What are we going to do here? We're going to attack the Black Cat. It's going to do 1. I think we're going to play Black Panther into play. So we're going to pay 4 resources there. It says, after Black Panther enters play, choose a leadership blue card in your discard pile and attach it to him. We're going to grab Sneak Attack. Now, we're going to attack with Falcon, which is going to deal 2 to Rhino, but it's going to deal 1 to Falcon, and he's going to die. Now, the reason I did that is because you can only have 3 allies, and I need to make room for Cap. So, I'm going to use this event that Black Panther went and got called Sneak Attack, and I'm going to pay for it with a swing with kick to bring out Captain America. Okay? So now, Black Panther's going to attack for 2. He's going to take 2 damage. Cap is going to attack for 2. Now he has a tough token, so he just loses the tough. And then we're going to use our command team to ready up Captain America. He's going to swing for another 2. And then he would take a damage. And then we're going to play Go Down Swing, which lets us discard an ally we control to deal damage equal to the printing cost. So we're going to deal 6 by discarding Captain America, which will bring him down to 0. Boom. So that was Marvel Champions. This is the introductory scenario, so it's the most simple, but each villain has their own special quirks. Each hero has their own cool abilities, and then you can see all the blue cards here I had. This is called the leadership aspect. They're all about allies, you can see. There's aggression, which is about attacking. There's justice, which is about thwarting, taking care of the threat there. And there's protection, which is basically blocking damage. So really cool. Hope you enjoyed it. And that was Marvel Champions. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. If you have any questions about the game or any of the heroes that are in the game or villains, please leave those in the comments below and we'll get back to you.